What's going on, everybody? This your boy Chris Thorns. Good evening to every last one of y'all. Uh, Thank you for coming in tonight. Um, I usually don't. I usually don't do streams on days like this, because I want people to enjoy their day, and I don't want to like bring misery stories to people on days like this. But I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but I just didn't get a chance to do it. But I got time to do it today. But first thing first, though, let me know y'all can hear the sound of my voice. We gotta do a mic check and make sure y'all hear the sound of my voice. So at least one person tell me they can hear the sound of my voice. Excuse me. Excuse me. And with that being said, let me do some shout outs. John Q the Bitter, what's going on, my brother? Same to you, my guy. All right, Roll Mouth says she can hear me. All right, all right, all right. Nicole Jackson, Roller Mile, Laura Bell, Victoria, TK, hey dear, what's going on? Sadie Goodfella, Wendy Larson, Pisces Princess, hey dear, what's going on? Beautiful Soul, what's going on? The man above, what's going on, brother? Marik, what's going on, my man? Tori Stark, what's going on? Elizabeth Grossman, what's going on? And Raven Hart, I saw you came here earlier. Uh, Wayne Gosselin, what's going on? Terry G2G, what's going on, sweetie? How you doing? How you doing? All right, guys. So, YT, what's going on? So, guys, y'all see the background right there, right? So, y'all see me put a video up early. Now, I need to explain to y'all. I'm not a father, and the children are not legally adopted. They're just what I call them. But really, they just children that I got cool with the mom, and I just kind of got cool with the children, and I took them under my wing. And I just want to be positive male role model in their life. And as you can see, what the little girl did for me, she emailed me that. She called me and told me I sent something to your email. And that's what it was right there. And I said, oh, that's pretty dope right there. I wasn't expecting this, because I don't ask nothing for days like this because I'm not a father. But that goes to show you that not only grown-ups, but when children see that you are a good person, they appreciate you as well. All right. These not children. They really don't ask me for anything. They don't ask me for nothing. Sometimes my presence alone, they appreciate it. So hey, I can't do no but support this, man. This shit warmed my heart. And then y'all saw the video. Y'all saw what they did for me, with the cupcakes and things like that, saying the best dad ever. So lady, young brother, y'all listening, Chris Thorns, really appreciate what y'all did for him. That was love. I wasn't expecting it. I appreciate both of y'all for doing that for me, okay? All right. Somebody said they want me to read their comment. TK said, read your comment. Hey, let's see. She said, I know you don't have kids, but y'all definitely a father to the kids you speak about and you interact with. So happy Father's Day. So well, thank you, TK. Thank you. Yeah, man, that's pretty nice what they did for me, man, and I really appreciate it, man. I really do, man. Anyway, guys, let's get into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ, really? All right, I guess I got to do the one out now. I'll do this one right here. I don't know why this is doing that crap. We'll do this one right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do that right there. What you say? You said, Chris, you treat a child good, you be the godfather. All right, that's what's up. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for being here tonight. Actually, I didn't think this many people's gonna be in here tonight. You know, I didn't think this many people gonna come in before we even started. Man, y'all got the like button up like quick as all outside. But anyway, guys, let's get right into it. Hey, Days, what's up, baby? How you doing? We're gonna talk about this young lady that you see above my head. This young lady name is Zaniya Wright. Now, before we get into the story, real deal, what's going on, my brother? Happy Father's Day to you, brother. Matter of fact, all the fellas that's in the chat room, show yourself, and happy Father's Day to all of y'all. You know, a salute to every last one of y'all that's a father. All right, so happy Father's Day to all the gentlemen that's watching, and all the gentlemen that's going to be watching later tonight. So salute to every last one of y'all. Okay. And speaking of fathers, Logic, I was talking about you today, and I was telling somebody that I saw your community post, and I said, you know what? This man got a beautiful family. This man got lovely children, and they look happy to be with this man. I don't know where y'all was at when you took your pictures, but I saw it, and I don't know if you saw my comment, but on one of your community posts, I said, hey, my man, because I respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your children look well taken care of, and they look like they happy to be with their dad. All right, and from judging the book by its cover, you seem to be a good father, bro. So definitely, salute to you, man. My man, Logic. All right. Anyway, though, this young lady is 13 years old, guys, and I accidentally ran into this story. And again, it touched my heart yesterday, but I just didn't get a chance to do it because I was just tired and my schedule was kind of tight. But she is 13 years old, and she went to go visit a friend of hers, which I believe is a male. And sadly, they found this girl's body in an apartment. Now, I don't know if it's the same apartment that she went to go visit this boy at. I had no idea. But also, we're going to hear that there was bullying involved as well. And y'all know, bullying with these young children nowadays can lead to some bad things. And unfortunately, we have lost another one, guys. Zaniya Wright, 13 years old, is no longer with us. All right. And once again, if I get it to us, salute to all the fathers out there. Salute to every last one of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what y'all do. You feel me? News and shenanigans. What's going on, boo? How you doing? How you doing? All right, guys, let's go. Let's get into it.
We want to go back to that breaking news we're following this afternoon from Manchester. Police are investigating after a 13-year-old girl was found dead in the basement of an apartment. The girl was reported missing Thursday night.
I feel so sad for her because she wanted to have friends. She wanted to trust people.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is.
Before we go on to father, how many of y'all been like that when you was a child? You know, you saw the cool kids and you want to be a part of that clique, you know. And a lot of times you did whatever you could to be a part of that clique because in your mindset, you like, man, these dudes so cool, man. I want to be a part of that. And a lot of times you get accepted and a lot of times you won't. But a lot of times you get accepted, they just make you do stuff to try to punk you in front of other people to try to show their dominance as a young man, 12, 13 years old. All right. I just seen it. You know, you got someone that just bully people into joining compadres and things like that. So, and I can speak on that because I was one of them when I was growing up like that. I was like that. I wanted to join the cool kids, but I thought they was cool. Some accepted it, some didn't. Some trying to punk me. You know, I mean, we kids, we'd have been through all this stuff. So when I first heard that, I felt this baby pain. She probably had no real friends. And the people who probably said they was her friends probably did this. When they was alone, they treated her like gold. When they got around other people, they treated that girl like shit. Trust me, I know how it is.
Live at the scene for us right now. Mike, this is just awful. What are you hearing from police?
Well, Mark, as you can see behind me, this is still very much an ongoing investigation. And because of that, police are still not releasing a lot of details, including whether or not they think that this incident was suspicious or if they right now are considering this death a homicide or not. They do tell us, again, that they found this 13-year-old girl in the basement of this apartment building. They describe that basement as being a common area and not attached to one apartment rather, and also that this girl was reported missing.
Oh, correction, guys. In a basement. Jesus Christ, in a basement.
Apartment rather, and also that this girl was reported missing Thursday evening and was recovered 12 hours later. But beyond that, they're not sharing a lot of details.
Not a lot from police, but what are you hearing from the family? I understand you also spoke with them.
Yes, and you heard from a friend of the family just a minute ago. They have identified the girl as 13-year-old Zaniya Wright, who was a 7th grader here in Manchester. They describe her as being kind and quiet and very close with her mother. They say that this death is a tragic end to a sad life, that she had been struggling with bullying in school. And also, they've expressed frustration with police, saying that they believed that she was here. She does not live here, but they believed that she was here, and they were trying to get police to search for her well before she was discovered, so they don't feel that police had the urgency that they wanted them to see.
Okay, heartbreaking all around. Mike, thank you very much for that live report.
Let's talk about that for a minute, about the police thing and the urgency when kids come up missing. You know, let's talk about that for a minute. Because I think a lot of us are confused on how just things like this work and what prompts it to be an alert and what prompts it to not to be an urgent matter. You know, you would think in this era, when it comes to children, when it comes to young teens, that should be a priority. I can understand with adults, you may be taking your time with them if it's a non-emergency. I can understand you take your time with us adults. But we are calling you because our child is missing. Why do it appears a lot of times that the law enforcement fucks around? It appears that way. And I believe you got some states that say they got to be missing for 24 hours before they will call it a missing person. 24 fucking hours? Anything can happen in 24 hours. Hell, we want to get deeper than that, 30 minutes to an hour. Anything can happen. I just want y'all to think about that. 24 hours with some of these children for them to say it's a missing child. Now, I don't know how it goes on down there in Manchester, Connecticut. But y'all just heard they said the folks been trying to report the girl missing before they found this. And the police act like they didn't have no kind of urgency in to go find this child. And that bothers me when I hear that. Because again, y'all tell us to go by the law. And I get it. But how can we trust the law or rely on the law to find our loved ones when y'all don't have the urgency? So we be better off taking matters in our own hands. I'm not recommending it, but at least if we take matters in our own hands, we may get a faster result. Preach. Instead of waiting on y'all. And that saddens me when I hear that. Because if y'all supposed to serve and protect, then the children's lives should matter to y'all as well as it do me, content creators who talk about children, and children all over the world. Amen? Children's lives should matter to all. And if y'all ain't gonna stand up, then let the adults stand up. Let the parents stand up. All right? And to be doing this story on Father's Day really bothers. It's really hurtful. I don't know if this young lady had a dad in her life or whatever, but this is crucial, real crucial. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right. Man. All right, let's see if we can get us some more details with this story, guys. I thank y'all so much for joining me tonight again. And please hit the thumbs up. And you got people who might want to listen, or you got people who in Manchester, Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Bring them in, because they may know more about this story and probably hit me out with what's going on. All right. Oh, crap. You got my doggone ad. I thought I had this set up already.
Right now, we have 3 vaccines that are authorized by the FDA. The vaccines made by Pfizer and Moderna, which are the 2.
I thought I had this set up already. I don't know why this. I don't know why is it playing the ad again, because I already had it set up. So why is it doing it again? Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to wait on this ad to get through. Hey, Don, what's going on? Darlene, what's going on? Marique, what's going on, brother? What's going on, my man?
Where police are still at the scene of an apartment complex after a 13-year-old girl was found dead. Tonight, there are still so many questions about what happened to the young victim. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Patricia Del Rio has been at that scene tonight. She's joining us right now with more on what she's learning. Patricia.
Mark, a dear friend of the girl's mother, says that 13-year-old Zaniya Wright was visiting a friend, a boy who lives here at this building on Olcott Street. You can see that.
Now I got a question. Ladies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking everybody. Now I'm curious about how old this boy was. I'm very curious. And my question to y'all in the audience is, at what appropriate age do you feel is appropriate enough for your daughter to go visit a boy? And vice versa, the boy come visit your daughter. And the same thing with the young men. At what appropriate age is appropriate enough that they can start go visiting each other? Now listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying go to their house and be alone. Now you don't want to leave nobody young alone, because anything can happen. But still, the age itself. What is appropriate age to let a young lady go visit a boy, and the boy come visit the young lady?
Police are still out here right now, that mobile crime lab where they're collecting evidence. And now this morning, the girl's body was found in the...
I see 2 people say 18. TK said 21. Oh, come on, TK. Come on. You going to let them visit way before 21. Candy Man, hey, baby, what's going on? Midnight Green. Joanna, what's going on, dear? How you doing? Kim Burke said, depends whether she knew him since pre. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that. All right. Because when you grow up with them, then you kind of know how they are. So good answer. But of course, this is not the case in this story. Don't seem like it. GM Carey, you made it to another one. Thank you. ZZ said definitely not 13. I agree with you on that. My man Ron said 18. Yeah, 13. There nobody should be visiting no boy at 13. They should at a party or somewhere. You got a lot of adults there and stuff. But you let them go out and visit a boy on her own, which I don't think that's what happened. I think they're going to say something about she ran away, but I could be wrong. But Miss T said 15 supervised. I think 15 or 16. I say 16 supervised. All right. Anything less, I don't think it's a no-go. It ain't happening, Captain. It ain't happening, you know. Because in this area, a lot of us, especially us brothers, we had to be overprotective of the young ladies. And we had to be overprotective of the young men too. But some reason we praise the young men for getting coochie at an early age. And I don't know why we do that. That's nothing to encourage them about. Because, they still can get somebody pregnant at that age. Their reproductive organ is going crazy. So we should never encourage our young men because they got a little poop time. Nah, that ain't good, Yeah, that's not good. But let's continue. Hey, Crystal, what's going on?
This building. Tonight, Connecticut State Police Major Crime Squad at the building collecting evidence to try to figure out how 13-year-old Zaniya Wright died. Her family reported her missing last night at around 8:30. 12 hours later, her body found in the basement of the building. Police say it's not yet clear how she died.
Well, at this point, I can't say whether or not the circumstances are suspicious or what the information is behind the reason or the manner of death.
A family friend who did not want to appear on camera says the family knows the boy who lives here, but they're not sure he had anything to do with Zaniya's death.
You know, I don't know him, but she trusted this person, and I kind of feel that this is the person who has something to do with it.
Police are not saying if they have any particular person of interest.
We're questioning anyone that may have been with this female last night, may have any knowledge as to what she was doing at this apartment.
The family friend says Zaniya was a sweet, quiet girl who was badly bullied at school, but it's not clear if that had anything to do with her death.
Her last day of school ended in a fight and her walking away because she doesn't want to be a part of that. And then that same night, you know, trusting another person that she felt was her friend, and something like this happens is tragic.
Tonight, the school superintendent issuing this statement: I want to offer our most sincere condolences and prayers to Zaniya's family, her many friends and people throughout our community traumatized by this terrible news. For all those who knew Zaniya, both at school and in the community, this is a heartbreaking and incredibly sad day. Now, the family friend says that the girl's mom had gone to the school repeatedly about the bullying and even had tried to talk to parents of kids involved. But again, it is not clear if this death has anything to do with bullying. Still, the family friend says that her death marks a sad end to a tragic life of a girl who was repeatedly tormented by other kids. We're live in Manchester. I'm Patricia Del Rio, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
That just pissed me off. And I'm going to tell you why it pissed me off. Excuse me. I have heard of parents going to the school time and time and time again to try to get situations like that handled about their child being fucked with. And you would think after you've been there at least after the third time that the school will rectify the situation. You got a lot of schools that got cameras now. Do y'all not monitor the cameras? And then if you keep coming up there raising hell because you feeling like the school ain't doing nothing, they gonna ban you from coming to the school. And I didn't know schools can do that. They can ban you from coming to the school. Then what now? Then what? That's why I threw my hand up. Because a lot of stories I have done with bullying involved, the folks got to keep coming up there because ain't shit being done. All right? This baby probably had pointed out everybody who has messed with her. And what was done when she kept reporting it? What were they saying to her parents when she kept coming up there? And see, guys, this is where something like this happens, we need to be the ones going up to their school. Because for some reason, when those men go up there, it seems like shit gets straight. But for some reason, when the women keep going up there, it's like they don't take y'all serious. And I'm not saying all schools, but it seems like that's how it goes a lot of time. But when you bring the dad up there, it's 10 hut. You gonna get this shit straight. Because the dad gonna be like, if I gotta come up here again, because I'm talking to y'all and I'm being nice. I'm talking to y'all because my child keeps coming home saying these people keep fucking with him and her. I done came up here twice already. if I got to come up here a third time, it's not going to be pretty. Because how many times we got to talk to you to get this shit straight? Now I get it. The school can't, you probably got over 1,000 of kids in the school. I get it. You can't watch every child. But if they can point out to you who's doing the dumb shit to them, then man, do something about it. Do something about it. Amen? Y'all let me know if I said something wrong. Do something about it. Now, we have a lot of schools that if the teacher don't like your child, they let that shit happen in the classroom. I've heard of stories like that too. If they don't like your child, they will let them folks fuck with your child. And somehow, the motherfuckers who do that, they get away with that shit. And I don't know how they get away with it. But they get away with it. Not helping their child out. Watching other people's children get bullied because you got a big ass grown bully in the classroom right there watching their child getting bullied because you don't like them. Amen? Because you don't like them, you allowed the child to get bullied. And that's when at that point, I don't have a problem when the teacher get up there get to fighting with an adult. I don't. I really don't. Because I bring my child here to learn, not to be fucked with. And I get it. Every day ain't gonna be peaches and cream. I get that. He or she gonna get into fights. He and she gonna get detention. All right? They gonna run their mouth sometimes. And I understand you gotta do it as a teacher. You know, hey, go to detention, go to the principal office, this, that, and the third. But when you seeing somebody over there purposely fucking with my child, and you see my child ain't doing nothing, that's a problem. That's a problem. And we need to settle this problem. Amen? We need to settle this problem. Guys, now don't get it twisted. I'm not advocating violence. I'm not. But damn though, we have to understand why some of these parents go out there and getting these teachers' ass. You ain't gotta like me. But the same respect that you giving these bullies, my child need to get that same respect. How you gonna respect the bums and the bad ones, but you shit on the good ones? Steph said, because my kids, they're friends, and the schools all know I don't bullshit. I go sit with my kid all damn day, any day of the week. And you know what, Steph? Salute to you for doing that. Because I know a lot of parents do that because they trying to see what's going on. But it's amazing when y'all do that, y'all don't see what's going on. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint what the situation is. But as soon as you leave and you be gone for a couple of days, you know, the shit starts right back up. And you would think at that point that you as a mother or you as a father would pop up at any time sitting in the classroom, they would give a teacher with common sense, that's the key word, a teacher with common fucking sense to say, hey, let me call this motherfucker because if I don't call this motherfucker gonna be up here again. And I don't want this smoke. Ring, ring, ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Steph, it's Mr. Thorns. Yes, they mess with your baby. Yes, come and get them. Yes, yeah, they mess with your baby, okay? And you know what? They're gonna respect the teacher because the teacher called and let them know what's going on instead of you just watching this shit going on. And you know what Steph gonna do? I thank you for calling me. All right? I thank you for calling me. Now, since you called me, now that I'm up here, what's going to happen to them? Now that you see what's going on, what's going to happen to them? Krista said she's been banned from all schools in Bakerville. Damn, Krista, you must be a beast out there. You must be a beast out there. But, you know, that shows that you don't fuck around. All right? If you're getting banned from all the schools like that, then that should show the school system that you don't fuck around. When it comes to my children, I'm not finna play with y'all. So don't play with me. All right? I brought y'all to this school because y'all school got a high rating. All right. But y'all teachers are shitty. All right. And I'm not saying all teachers, but y'all know you got some teachers in there that don't like a child for whatever reason they don't like them for. They don't like them, so they allow stuff to happen to them. All right. So now I would say this right here now, just to be fair. I know some students do come in the classroom and disrupt the class. All right. I know they do. But even with that being said, though, you still have to do the right thing and do what you're supposed to do as a teacher. Call, say, hey, your son or your daughter keep disrupting my class. I can't keep taking this no more, and I can't keep allowing him to come into my class. All right. Now, if y'all get a call like that, don't go out there and start acting the fool with the teacher because what your son and daughter doing, because that's their fault. All right. That ain't got nothing to do with the teacher. That's their fault. But of course, they're gonna lie and say it's the teacher's fault. No, that's on you. Now, the parents got good common sense. What y'all gonna do? Y'all get to the school. Come here. Come here. What? No, what my ass? Come here. Let me holler at you for a minute. Especially dads. Y'all know how dads do it. Let me holler at you for a minute, bro. Come here. And it's on one of them days that you catch them off guard. You caught them in the act. You caught them in the act. When they see you, they see a ghost. Come here. Bring your ass here. Come here, bro. Let me holler at you for a minute. Can I take him outside? They gonna be like, go ahead, do your thing. Let me holler at you for a minute, bro. And guys, y'all know what happens. Y'all ain't necessarily gotta put your hands on them. But you gonna show them that expression. You gonna put their basic voice that, dude, don't play with me. Don't play with me, bro. All right. Now I caught you. Now I know that teacher ain't lying on you. I caught you. Let me come up here again, bro. Let me come up there again. Who remember grandma and granddad used to do us like this? When they do that to you, they mean you gonna get it. You keep on. They mean you gonna get it. You gonna get it. All right. So, all right, guys, if we go deep into this story, let's see what, I think this is a police conference. Darlene, you say your dad did it to you? That's what I'm saying. That mean you gonna get it. That mean you finna get a knuckle sandwich. Sadie said, no lie. I never forget my uncle coming and sitting in a certain class with me for damn near a week because I was a little shit in middle school. Hey, your ass straighten up too. I'm telling y'all, something about the men, when they come up to that school, they gonna get that shit straight. Female or male. We gonna come up there and get that shit straight. All right. But let's see. I gotta wait till this ad plays. So yeah. So that's why now I respect a lot of men that do get involved with the school and they do that, you know, because for some reason the men get respect when they go out there and do that versus women. I don't think they get much. I mean, they do get it, but it's like they won't get the same respect as the men would when they come up there because the men come in like Sasquatch. It ain't happening, Captain. All right, it ain't happening. All right, guys, let's hear what's going on with this conference right here.
Department. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what's going on here today, and if you have any questions, I'll certainly answer what I can at this time. At 8:30 p.m. last night, a 13-year-old juvenile female Manchester resident was reported missing to our agency. Our agency began to conduct a missing person investigation, and this morning at approximately 8:30 a.m., a juvenile female 13-year-old was located in the basement of 40 Alcott Street. It was determined that this female was the female reported missing to us last night. An investigation is underway to determine the circumstances of the death of this 13-year-old female. And right now, the investigation is ongoing in cooperation with the Connecticut State Police Major Crimes Unit, the Manchester Police Department Detective Unit, as well as the State's Attorney's Office. More information will be coming later on in the day, but at this point, it is an ongoing, fluid investigation with multiple scenes that need to be processed. Any questions?
Lieutenant Chair, who called in or found this woman in the basement?
That information is going to be a part of the investigation, and we're not going to release that at this time.
Lieutenant Chair, can we confirm, did she live here at this apartment?
I cannot confirm that at this time.
Hey, Wynn Gospel, those be the ass whoopers right there. If they got to take off for work, those be the worst ones right there. Man, do they be the worst ones. Good God Almighty. Those be the worst ones. Oh, come on, man.
Public Information Officer for the Manchester Police Department. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what's going on here today. And if you have any questions, I'll certainly answer what I can at this time. At 8:30 p.m. last night, a 13-year-old juvenile female Manchester resident was reported missing to our agency. Our agency began to conduct a missing person investigation, and this morning at approximately 8:30 a.m., a juvenile female 13-year-old was located in the basement of 40 Alcott Street. It was determined that this female was the female reported missing to us last night. An investigation is underway to determine the circumstances of the death of this 13-year-old female. And right now, the investigation is ongoing in cooperation with the Connecticut State Police Major Crimes Unit, the Manchester Police Department Detective Unit, as well as the State's Attorney's Office. More information will be coming later on in the day, but at this point, it is an ongoing, fluid investigation with multiple scenes that need to be processed. Any questions?
Lieutenant Chair, who called in or found this woman in the basement?
That information is going to be a part of the investigation, and we're not going to release that at this time.
Lieutenant Chair, can we confirm, did she live here at this apartment?
I cannot confirm that at this time. I don't have her actual address.
And with the state police brought in, I mean, is this considered suspicious? I mean, what would you say to the community as they wonder what happened here? Or
Cer-
non-timely?
Certainly, when an individual is found deceased, an investigation needs to go under in order to determine how that person died. So at this point, I can't say whether or not the circumstances are suspicious or what the information is behind the reason or the manner of death.
There was a silver alert that was put out a couple of days ago for a 13-year-old girl, Jada Bowman. Can you confirm if that is the deceased girl?
I can't confirm that.
Was the basement specific to one apartment, or was it a shared space among multiple tenants?
So the individual was located in not an apartment, but a space in the basement of this building.
When you say basement, is this like a common area, or is this like a dirt basement?
It is a common area.
No, she did not live at the apartment, Crystal. She didn't live there. She went to go
It's
visit
not
somebody.
a storage area, but again, the investigation will release more of that information as we go on.
The manner of death, is it a gunshot wound, or how did they die?
At this point, it's undetermined. You know, we're going to allow the processing of the scene and the medical examiner's office to determine the manner of death.
Have you spoken to family members or loved ones about this and connected with them? Are you questioning anyone as well?
So we have spoken to the family members of the individual that is deceased. We're questioning anyone that may have been with this female last night, may have any knowledge as to what she was doing at this apartment. And again, we don't have any specific information besides we're speaking with everybody to try to determine, what happened here.
As of right now, is this a homicide investigation?
Right now, this is an investigation into the death of an individual. We have not classified this as a homicide.
Was there any concern that she was in danger when the missing persons report came in last night?
In terms of,
That she was in danger from somebody else?
no. The information that we have was her mother called us last night at around 8:30 p.m. to report that she was missing. Again, we're trying to talk to anybody that may have been with her last night to determine what happened during the time frame of when we received the missing person report and when her body was discovered today.
Do you believe that her body was down there all night? I mean,
Again, the investigation is ongoing and I can't determine how long the body was down there.
Any information, just for people who live in the area in Manchester, should they be concerned or let you know, what would you want to say to the community?
I would say to the community that we're doing everything we can to try to understand what the circumstances were to the death of a 13-year-old girl. This is obviously going to impact our community greatly when a 13-year-old girl is found in this condition. We're doing everything we can to uncover the circumstances as to what happened. And if you have any information regarding seeing anything in this area last night, we encourage you to call our investigators, 860-645-5500.
Without there being, without giving out any names, can you confirm, was there a silver alert that was put out on this now deceased?
I cannot confirm that.
What would be the determination in changing it from a silver alert to an amber alert?
So a silver alert and an amber alert have specific criteria as to when police departments send out those alerts. I don't have all the information as to the circumstances that she was reported missing to us in. Okay, so whether or not a silver alert was released, I don't have that information.
But just to follow up, so if someone is considered to be in imminent danger at the time that they are missing, would that trigger an amber alert?
Again, it depends on the circumstances and the information that we had last night. She was reported missing. She was entered as a missing person.
Crystal, all we know, she went to go visit a male friend. They not released his name yet, and later on they found her dead in the basement, and I believe the mom had reported her missing.
To notify the individuals that should be notified of this death. Again, we're not going to release information on the identity of any of the individuals involved at this point, and the investigation is probably going to be going throughout the day. For anyone in the area, our department will have a presence in this area throughout the day, and again, if you have any information, we encourage you to call us.
Can you just get a little bit more specific on, what you're doing to process this scene?
It's probably going to be going throughout the day.
Possible surveillance video?
So we're going to do everything we can to obtain any surveillance video in this area and any of the surrounding areas. As to the processing of the scene, again, the Connecticut State Police Major Crimes Unit has been called to assist in this investigation, and they'll be handling that end.
And you did mention multiple scenes. Can you confirm where those other scenes are?
No, I can't confirm any of that at this time.
They're all in Manchester, though?
So we'll have a presence here, and anything involved in this case certainly being addressed right now is in this area. This is a fluid investigation, so there may be other places where our investigators need to go to, but right now we're concentrating our efforts here.
Was an arrest made?
There has not been an arrest made in this case.
Do you anticipate any further updates today?
Absolutely. So later on today, I will send out a press release with any updated information that I have. But again, I just want to encourage the public to know that we are doing everything we can. This is a tragic situation for our community. We're doing everything we can right now to make sure that everything is in order in terms of determining what happened here. And again, if anyone has any information, please call us.
At what point would you be releasing the name?
certainly that'll be up to the investigators and the state's attorney's office and where this investigation goes, right? We still haven't classified this as anything other than a death investigation right now. All right. Thank you for your time. And again, I'll put out any updates in a press release later on today. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Homeowners, this incredible tip is just...
That was the press release that we just listened to, but that's when everything first hit the fan. I think I may have an updated one. Let me see. But we do have a cause of death, though. I know we got that. But let me see if I got an updated update press conference.
Did you know Massachusetts has over 14...
p.m. last night, a 13-year-old juvenile, that this female was the female reported missing to us last night. An investigation is underway to determine, and I can't say whether or not the circumstances are suspicious.
Okay, this is the same one. The same one. However, we do have an update. And Krista, you all right? She was. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't know if this is it or not, but she was found strangled. But I don't know if this is the one or not.
Her body was found in a basement this morning. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Kevin Nathan. Manchester police say the 13-year-old girl was reported missing last night, and it wasn't until 12 hours later that she was found dead. NBC Connecticut's Caitlin Birchall has been at the South Adams apartments all day, and she's live with the very latest information. Caitlin?
Yeah, Kevin, you can see behind me this is still a really active scene. You have the State Police Major Crime Squad unit here, as well as Manchester Police. And you mentioned it. This is the apartment complex where this 13-year-old girl, Zaniya Wright, she was found dead this morning in the basement here. Police have not released her name to the public yet, but today I spoke to a grieving family, a mother, a stepfather, a father, a grandmother, grieving the life of this 13-year-old girl that they say should be here with us today.
Her mom would call me in tears about the stuff her daughter was going through. Her daughter went through a lot, and for her life to end like this is disgusting because she didn't deserve that.
Loved ones of Zaniya Wright say the 13-year-old loved hair and fashion. So while family and friends we spoke to today didn't want to show their faces on camera, they say Zaniya would have wanted the world to see her entire ensemble in this picture of her.
We were searching out in the street, riding around. We came back up here, looking through the building, calling her name, calling the police.
Manchester police, who have not officially identified the teen, say her mother reported her missing at 8:30 last night. 12 hours later, police say she was found in the basement common space of the South Adams apartment complex, but wouldn't provide more details.
We're going to allow the processing of the scene and the medical examiner's office to determine the manner of death.
Police wouldn't share who found her, but loved ones say they did after searching for her all night, even urging police to check in the South Adams apartment complex where Zaniya had been visiting a friend.
They're like, oh, it's just a kid who ran away, and she'll be back soon, and oh, what made her rebel like this?
But family tells NBC Connecticut that they knew Zaniya wasn't like that, and therefore something was wrong.
We're doing everything we can to uncover the circumstances as to what happened, and if you have any information regarding seeing anything in this area last night, we encourage you to call our investigators.
Now, Manchester police telling us this isn't the only scene. They say they're looking into multiple scenes to discover what happened to Zaniya Wright. At this point, they are only calling this a death investigation, but they have said that the state's attorney's office has been looped in to the investigation, which is very active right now. Live in Manchester, Caitlin Birchall, NBC Connecticut News.
Okay, guys. That's not the one I was looking for, but I got the one that I was looking for. And here we go right here. Here we go right here. She was strangled. Her death is ruled a homicide. She was strangled. I'm gonna say this right here. And Night Owl, what's going on? Good evening. Good evening to you. I'm gonna say this right here for what I'm gathering. Jessica Badger, what's going on? Ravenheart, good evening. What's going on? Victoria, what's going on? Lady D, what's going on? What it sound like to me? What it sound like? It is just an assumption. Whoever this guy she went to go visit, maybe she had likings for him, and maybe he may have been one of the ones that was bullying her, playing with her emotions, things like that, knowing that she was already going through some things. Because y'all heard it right there, this young lady was dealing with a lot of stuff. And at 13 years old, people want to, they would ask questions like, you're only 13, so what are you dealing with? Well, here's the thing. I don't think you got to be a certain age to be dealing with stuff emotionally or even physically. I don't think you got to be a certain age. But however, though, when it starts off young like that, as they get older, it can cause a lot of problems. So we talk about kids probably from abusive homes, being verbally abusive, emotionally, being abusive. They don't feel like nobody care about them. They don't feel like nobody love them, and it takes a toll on a young man and a young lady. So just like an adult that's dealing with depression or the anxiety, things like that, anybody who showed them the first sign of love, they're going to take it because that's a feeling that they never felt before. And when it kind of find out that the love is fake, whatever the case may have been, it hurts them more than it did the last time. It cuts them deep, deep, and deep. And trust me, I can tell you now, it's not a good feeling, especially somebody who you really liked and somebody you really care for. When they do you like that, this shit cuts deep. It does. Now, I know a lot of us men, we try to play Macho Man Randy Savage and try to like this shit don't hurt. But that shit does hurt us too. That shit cuts deep. It cuts real deep. And you just don't know how deep it does cut. And that shit hurts. It does. But that's only if the feelings was in there for whoever you have feelings for. Or, again, whoever you care for, friend, family, or whatever, and they treat you a certain type of way, that shit cuts real deep. It ain't nothing to play with, and when you hurt people like that, it's not going to be a pretty sight, especially if you ever seen that movie called Carrie. I'm pretty much sure a lot of people be feeling like that, y'all gonna fuck with me one time too many, I'm gonna be like Carrie on your ass, so, man. Raven, that's what it sounded like. She wanted a friend, and this what happened to the baby. But anyway, don't let me tell you. Let's hear it. It's going to be my first time hearing this, so let's hear what's going on.
Girl found dead in the basement of a Manchester apartment building. Today, we learned from the medical examiner that Zaniya Wright's death has been ruled a homicide. Thanks for being with us tonight at 11. I'm Shanna Miller. NBC Connecticut's Dominic Moody has the new details in tonight's top story.
Family, friends, and nearby neighbors tell us they are stunned to know that Zaniya Wright's body was found in the basement of the apartment building and that the chief medical examiner has ruled this case as a homicide.
Very scared, nervous, upset, just didn't think nothing like that would happen.
Shock is a common feeling for a lot of people who live within and around the South Adams
what y'all be saying? Ooh,
after
child.
13-year-old Zaniya Wright's body was found in the basement of the building. This afternoon, Connecticut's chief medical examiner determined that Zaniya died by strangulation and ruled that this case is a homicide.
I just can't imagine because I have 3 children, so it was very devastating.
Jennifer Fleeting lives inside the apartment complex and saw the raw emotions on full display when Zaniya's loved ones were at the apartments yesterday.
And she was very upset, crying.
According to Manchester Police, Zaniya's mother reported her missing on Thursday night around 8:30. But it wasn't until Friday morning when police received word and found Zaniya's body in the basement of the building.
We're doing everything we can to uncover the circumstances
In
as to
the
what
basement.
happened.
So far,
In the
Manchester and State
basement.
Police and the state's attorney's office have all been brought in to help with the investigation. Police also mentioned that there were multiple scenes that needed to be processed. Nearby neighbors tell NBC Connecticut they're confused and are still coming to grips with the fact that this happened just steps from their home.
It's pretty sad, because in a 13-year-old girl and his brother.
Sajid Bahor offered up his surveillance video to investigators with hopes that it will help with the case, but he, along with other people, are keeping the family in their prayers.
Any person, any family, the young kids pass away, they hurt like crazy.
Manchester police say this remains an active investigation, and anyone with information about this case is asked to contact police. In Manchester, Dominic Moody, NBC Connecticut News.
They're just awful. So awful. 13 years old. 13 years old. The officer of the chief medical examiner said 13-year-old found dead in the basement of Manchester apartment complex was strangled, and her death is being ruled a homicide. Family has identified 13-year-old Zaniya Wright. She was found in the apartment complex on Friday morning, hours after her mother reported her missing, according to the police. This young baby was found in the basement. Officials said Wright died because of compressions to the neck. Her mother contacted police at 8:30 Thursday and reported her missing. Police said the 13-year-old was found dead at 8:30 Friday in the basement of South Adams Apartments, police said. Police said she was found in a common area, not an apartment. Anyone who saw anything or has any information is being asked to call 860-645-5500. Manchester Public Schools confirms Zaniya was a student at, I guess that's Ealing Middle School, if I said that right. They say they want to offer their most sincere condolences and prayers to Zaniya's family, her many friends, and people throughout their community traumatized by this terrible news, Superintendent Matt Geary said in a statement. Yep. So now y'all can understand why this story doesn't touch me the way that it did. 13 years old, and listen to what they saying. This baby just wanted a friend. For what it sounds like, she wanted a friend. And whoever this person that she trusted, because let's just be real. We don't think that when we see our children out the door, that that's going to be the last time that we see them, or that we hug our fathers or mothers or aunties or grandmothers and thinking that's the last day that we're going to see them. And to get that message that something has happened and they passed away, that is devastating news. And you just seen them hours earlier. That is very devastating. And I really won't wish that on anybody, not even my enemies. I won't wish that on them. Because that is devastating. That is so devastating. And I'm reading something right here. It said a 13-year-old girl was found dead in Manchester on Friday morning with strangled, according to the state chief's medical examiner office. Her death, officially caused by compressions of the neck, has been ruled a homicide. Zaniya Wright, a 7th grader. This baby was a 7th grader, yo. 7th grader. A 7th grader. She was a 7th grader and was reported missing by her mother, Marissa Booth. Thursday night, her body was found. Thursday night. Her body was found Friday at 8:30 in the morning in a common area of the basement of the South Adams Apartments of 40 Olcott Street. Police spoke with Lieutenant Ryan Shear said Booth had left her in the care of a friend. Oh God. Booth left her in the care of a friend who lives in an apartment complex. A teenage boy also lives in the home. I don't like where this is going. Wow. I'll repeat what I said, guys. Booth had left her in the care of a friend who lives in the apartment complex. A teenage boy also lives in the home. Zaniya's grandmother, Anna Booth, said when Marissa Booth returned to pick her daughter up, she was not there. The mother left her there in the care of a friend of hers. Don't know if it's a male or a female. But there was a teenage boy that also stayed there. You go try to get your baby. And your baby is found in the basement at the apartment complex. Oh my God. 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 Really? Our entire detective bureau is dedicated to this case, he said. We're dedicating all resources we can to this investigation. She said Manchester police are receiving assistance from Chief State's Attorney Office and the State Police Major Crimes Division. She has said Friday police have identified a person of interest, a juvenile who was with the girl before she was reported missing. I wonder is it that boy? And how old that boy was. A person of interest, a juvenile who was with the girl before she reported missing, but no charges had been filed as of Saturday evening. Anna Booth said her granddaughter was a quiet girl who had been bullied at school. School officials did not comment on whether Zaniya had been bullied at school, but offered condolences. Counselors was made available to students at the school Friday and Saturday. Anyone with information is to ask to call police at 860-645-5500 or call the lead investigator, Detective Jeremy Curtis, at 860-643-3302. Guys, I want y'all to understand. I want you to understand what we just heard. What I just read. I want y'all to understand what I just read. The mom, if it's safe to say, she was doing the right thing. I guess she had to go run some errands or something, and just to be safe, took her daughter to a friend's house, which I'm pretty much, which I'm guessing she may have done that numerous times before. She took her to this friend's house to watch her. I guess while she go run errands or do whatever she got to do. But what's sticking in my head, there was a boy that stayed there. And now after I just read that there's a juvenile, they got a person of interest. And I'm wondering, is that juvenile that boy that stayed at the house? Which are almost certain it got to be him. Who else? Or unless the person, the adult at that apartment left, that boy had somebody come to that apartment Ain't no telling what they tried to do to the young lady. And when she wouldn't comply, they probably strangled that baby. And something inside of me is telling me, it may have something to do with somebody trying to have sex with her. And I could be wrong. Somebody probably trying to have sex with her. She didn't want to do it. They got mad and jealous. And her body's in the basement of an apartment complex. And I hope I'm wrong on that. It's just speculation. It's just assumption. All right? But that's a shame, though. You got children that young, that damn violent, to take somebody's life out of jealousy and hatred. That young, that violent, taking lives. And a lot of times out of jealousy and hatred. Now, we got a lot of times when they being bullied, they get tired of being bullied and they'll kill the person who bullied them. But in this case, it may be a possibility it was jealousy. Somebody tried to let this young girl make her do something she didn't want to do. All right? Or it could be a possibility the bullying followed her over there. Whoever that was bullying her, they ended up coming over there, started some crap, and ended up killing that girl. But these just things I'm just throwing up in the air. You know, I'm not saying any of it is true. It's just stuff that's coming to my mind. All the police can give us when they do the update, they can give us what really happened to this baby. But that's just damn sad, though. You dropped your child off to be watched or whatever the case may be. But they're sticking in my head, though. There was a teenage boy there. Now y'all saying a juvenile is a person of interest. So I want you to understand why this story touched me so bad. And why I want to talk about it. And then on top of that, I searched YouTube to see was anybody talking about this baby. And I was sad that they not. I only see one YouTube channel. It was a news channel that talked about this. I didn't see nobody else talking about this. Now I get it. We can't get every story. I get that. But the ones that really need to be out like this one, I'm damn sure gonna be one of the ones to take on that and be a voice. Even if I am the only one, I'm gonna speak on this. Because of that main thing, bullying. 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 Bullying that upgraded. Back in our era, we had bullying, but it ain't as bad as it is now. Well, you had bullying back in our area. In that era, you get to fighting, y'all end up being friends. But in this era of bullying, this shit has upgraded. That shit done upgraded. And it's a motherfucker ridiculous. It's a motherfucker ridiculous. Tim said, "Hey, Chris, this is my neck of the woods." Oh, you in Connecticut? And that's sad to me. Nobody else talked about this story, but we all talking about Summer, and I get it. She need a voice too, cause we don't know what's going on with Summer. But why is nobody talking about this baby? Well, y'all don't need to talk about her, cause I'm gonna talk about her. I'm gonna keep the updates on this child, and we're gonna keep the updates on there till we find out what's going on. All right. And hopefully the parents, her mom, see this video and she's willing to come talk to me. All right. Because another thing that's sticking in my head, they say that the girl was going through a lot of stuff. All right. And again, people want to question What can a young person that age go through stuff? Well, if you really pay attention, they can go through a whole lot that you don't know about. They got a whole lot going on. But the thing is, you as a mom and a dad, you have to pay attention to your child. Read the body language. Read the signs. Read how distant they are. If they distant from people, you got to read stuff like that. You can't just look at them and say, oh, they just like that. No, it's a reason why they like that. Y'all remember when I keep saying about children, little kids. Little kids, they feel vibes. If little kids like you and they see you enough and y'all vibe together, them kids be happy to see you. But if the kids get a bad vibe about an adult, then they ain't gonna go nowhere near them. Nowhere near them. Preach. They're not gonna go nowhere near them folks. Lamar, what to do, brother? Happy Father's Day, my man. Good to see you, bro. So guys, ladies, gentlemen, including me, we have to pay attention because you'll never know what you'll find out if you just pay attention. We got to stop using that excuse that I work too much. A lot of us work too much, but we cannot dedicate ourselves so much to work that we're not paying attention to our children. Preach. Yes, work pay the bills, work take care of your children, work take care of you. But our children still need us because you never know what's going on with them. And I ain't even a father, and I don't even know that much. And I didn't even know that much. Man, my heart breaks for this lady, for this young girl. It does. My heart breaks for her. This is so sad. This is so sad. So sad. And guys, the only thing I can tell y'all, we just have to wait to see what the update says. And GM Care said being a kid is confusing and dramatic. Every life situation can be traumatic sometimes. Yes, you are absolutely right. I saw Tiffany say something else. What did she say? Elizabeth Mason, weren't you one of the ones who was complaining to me about my graphics or something like that? Jackie Barty, good evening. What's going on? You said, well, not general, but close enough. I would have to catch up on this. I haven't heard about it. Yeah, Tim, nobody's really talked about it. Sweet Sadova, good evening. Say they don't know if I spoke to you, but good evening. Man, good evening to all y'all. I can't go back, good evening to all y'all. I don't know if the mom has spoken or not. I can't say. I'm just gonna try to keep up with this story, which is probably gonna be kind of hard because I know in 2 days, on Wednesday, I'll be going in to get this shoulder fixed, and so I know I ain't gonna be here for a minute, so it's probably gonna be a lot that I miss, So pray for your boy for the speedy recovery on that one. I just love to talk. Good evening to you. So, but hopefully they will come out with updates before I do go under that knife. And I'll bring y'all an update to this story. All right. But I do hope our mom do see this and she would like to talk to me and tell me what's really going on and what was she suffering from. Because I'm wondering, was she suffering from depression? Was she suffering from anxiety? Was there a lot of verbal abuse, which I'm pretty much sure it was, because they say she was dealing with bullying. That's what I want to know, because they said she was dealing with a whole lot of stuff, So who knows? Wow. But as y'all see the sign above my head, children's lives matter, and all of them should matter, regardless of what. All children's lives should matter. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is my story for you tonight. I was going to come and do an update on Summer, but when I saw this and I read up on it, I said, no, Summer can wait. Well, at least for me, Summer can wait. This baby's not getting divorced. So let Chris Storms be a voice for this child. And again, to the fellas out there, happy Father's Day to each and every last one of y'all. Hopefully y'all had a good one. And a lot of y'all had a safe day. And hopefully a lot of y'all didn't get too drunk. Hopefully y'all didn't get too drunk. Because I know some of y'all got to go back to work tomorrow. All right. But other than that, though, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I love every last one of y'all. And if y'all haven't, please hug your children and let them know that you love them. All right. Because you are their protector. And on that note, I'm gone, y'all. Peace.